I don't actually know what I want to do. I was thinking about doing a ghost, but I don't think I have ghost unlocked yet.
For lightweight again. Lady Tilde death is ready to never click that final.
Lyco Smurf, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Gaboo? You know what would be so fucking gross? Okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you for that. We're gonna do a purebred Gaboo. And you guys are gonna hate the build. Everybody's gonna hate the build. Intelligence Gaboo? No, not so much. Though it is mixed attacker, so I could... Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do something on it. There's one that starts with guard. That's interesting. None of them start with grit, obviously. So I'm going to get just a normal one that has fight and guard. I'm just gonna call him A because we are going to combine him so we can get grit. And maybe fury. Oh, those eyes. He spins then dabs when he cyclones. You guys are all like 14 years old. You guys don't know the muscle pose. You don't know the shooting star pose. You all think it's dabbing. I'm too old even for this community. Nobody in this community is younger than 25 and I'm still too old for this shit. It's September. That's pretty good. You know why that's pretty good? Because it means we get to do the Monster Pops Cup, which gives us grit. It's August. Okay, so I got a whole year to go. What we're going to do is we're going to go to town instead. And take out a Gaboo. We're going to raise him for a year. We're just going to run him into the ground. Only Zoomy in a community of boomies. It is boomy hours. Real boomy hours right now. So this is the main gameplay loop. Except I'm doing it as quickly as possible. In the least fun way as possible. The game is much more in-depth than this. But I'm just trying to kill time. And also raise his stats a little bit so when he combines, his stats won't be as bad. Eat him a potato. He likes the potato. That's what they mean when they say he's dabbing. How fast can I get through by resting? Does he have a fast sleep animation? Sort of. Maybe we'll just do this. We'll just kill a year doing this. We could enter some battles even though he's like untrained. We could do that to break up the monotony. Because I want to get rolling chop. So we'll enter some tournaments. We'll use chop 30 times. How about that? Let's do some battles. So if you're new, maybe this hasn't been the most interesting thing, but there are battles. And I'm playing the game at 2x speed right now. It's one of the functions of this game. We'll turn off the fast forward and we'll just play this normally. I don't want to use slap. We hit it. Is Okaman in this tourney for the brother fight? He might be. Can we get the KO? We haven't, we've missed once. Oh no. Oh, the 88 dodge, hell yeah. So I'm definitely gonna have 30 uses by the end of this. Because that was like 8. Oh shit, Okaman's the last one? I might have to fight him for the belt. I don't know where you wear a belt if you don't have a waist, but he'll hold it up. I'm saving energy for this fight. Okaman's got 1 loss. If he beats me, we'll have to do another match. See, Okaman is basically untrained as well. We got the exact same speed. My skill is slightly higher. I know you were waiting for that. He's got a bit more power, a little bit less life. They have the exact same chance to hit. Ah, nerds. Okay, so he's got a little bit of lead. He's gonna do slightly more damage. You guys are going fucking nuts. You're spending so many points on that. Does that mean Okaman is 2nd generation since it has straight but untrained stats? Not necessarily, because its power is higher than mine. Power's higher than mine, so maybe it went on 1 errantry. Fuck. Oh my god, the double foolery. Oh, that did no damage. I got so much guts saved up. Oh fuck, here we go. You don't even need straight. Straight's not a good move. You can get rolling chop now. Let's go fight some tornadoes or something. It's called an errantry. It's like a little monster vacation where they have tasks to complete. So kind of the opposite of the vacation, kind of like a work trip. And because I've used the move enough times, I'll unlock the new one. You'll see it in a sec. On my YouTube, half of them are like instructional videos. I make videos that are like half video essay, half instructional video. Usually I have some sort of thesis topic that I'm talking about. And then I also upload VOD stuff, like edited VODs. If I'm doing something particularly interesting, like raising, for example, just raise the worst possible competitive monster, like the lowest tier monster you can possibly make, and try to make it as good as possible. So whenever I do stuff like that, I upload that as well. Okay, and so while we were on Airstream, we got a new tech. We got a little light bulb flashing that said new tech. So if I take a look at my monster's techs, we now got Rolling Chop. A little bit more expensive, significantly more expensive. But it is a lot more damaging. So we've spent a little time fucking around on the ranch with this guy. We're going to get the hair disc chips, and then we are going to raise him for real. We're going to combine 2 Gaboos. We don't really care about stats. There's plenty of chances to actually fight in this game. There's so many tournaments every single month. A lot of the time on a raising stream, you'll just see somebody just raising a monster, just doing drills and stuff like that, and it can feel like there's not much to the game. But there's plenty to the game. It's just that when you're raising for competitive, sometimes, you know, you're not doing everything you possibly can. The reason we want to do this tournament is it gives us a special item that we can use when we combine 2 monsters to give him a special battle. It's called a battle special. It's like a status effect. And what it is it gives me roughly 30% chance to come back to life with 1 health if my monster dies. It's more or less imperative to get it on every single competitive build. There's a million battle specials in the game. It's really the only one that is like a necessary get. A lot of the other stuff is like good, but it's not completely necessary, but everybody always gets grit. So for this, I actually have to win. Maybe I'll enter it with a monster that is way too strong to do it, but I think it'd be fun to do it. See if A can win his own chips, you know? Yeah, let's compare Chop to Rolling Chop. Chop does 40 damage with the Guts lead. 0 for 5. Is there an online? Yeah, but it's not, it's AI versus AI, it's not PvP. PvP for this game is kind of solved and boring. Oh my god, I won by 7%. 6%. This has been answered, but what makes a monster lightweight in tournament terms? Yeah, it's a specific stat cap. No stats above 500. You get your second attacking stat for free, so whatever is lower between your power and intelligence, one of them you get it for free, doesn't count towards the cap. And no total stat cap is 1400. So that, say you have 500 life, 500 power, you now only have 400 points to spend elsewhere. Hit the slap. It's him, Gaboo. Look, Smithers, Gaboo is here. Can we hit 1 Rolling Chop? There we go. Fucked up that dog. Got him good. Good boy, like your boy. Nah, it's Gaboo. What's my favorite monster? Niton. He's a little sea snail, nautilus thing. Oh, yeah, got Guard. So Guard is when you get hit 3 times in a row. You take half damage, and your guts regens, or you take 30% less damage. Your guts regeneration is boosted by 50% or 33%. 33%? I don't know. It's boosted by a lot, but you do 50% less damage. Anyway, we 1-hit killed the rabbit. Did you play 1 or 2? 1 is significantly easier. Like, significantly easier. I think it's probably fine to play Monster Rancher 1 first. It's definitely a thing where you can, like, it's got legacy skill. It's got legacy knowledge. So if you know how to play 1, you know how to play all of them. It's very similar. 1 is kind of like a beta for 2. If you've never ever played before, I think 1 is probably a little bit of a safer bet. It's a little bit quicker to get off the ground. Monster Rancher 2 has a little bit of a slow burn on a brand new file. And that's not everybody's cup of tea. Like, it's a little bit hard to get into it sometimes if you've literally never played before. If you have access to both. If you have access to both. If you only had access to, like, Monster Rancher 2, I think it's still totally doable to play it with no groundwork. Also, we got everything we needed. We got Grit, we got Guard. I could give it Fury and stuff like that, but we're not going to worry about it. Okay. So, we need a name for this guy. I'm going to call him... I'm going to name him after my favorite actor. Bill Murphy. Bill Murphy. Using Ghostbusters. Did we get attack? We didn't get attack. That's fine. We still have uses of chop that we can use again. What are we going to do about this guy's stats? Intelligence, we're not going to get any intelligence attacks. Skill, I don't know how much skill we're going to get. What do? Do we do 500 life, 500 power, and then 400 skill? That seems to be the norm. I think... What's this guy got? Gaboo's got a 14 guts rate, which is kind of goofy. I don't know. I want to make more tanks. You know, I want to make more tanks, but I don't know if it's the best play. 400 speed, 200 skill, 400 life, 500 offense. You can go 500, right? So I was thinking of something very similar to that, except with defense. Just of mice and men's ass. I just saw that comment. Oh my god. Should have called this guy Lenny. Oh my god. Why did I name him Lenny? Bill Murphy's a pretty good name though. Okay, so I want to do 500 power. I'm doing 500 power for sure. If I do 450 life, that gives me 350 speed and 200 skill. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Except instead of speed, I think I'm gonna go defense. You know, 350 speed is not bad with that much life. I do think making him stupid tanky is gonna be pretty fun though. I'm gonna do some quick math. Join me, won't you, in the monster calculator. Here is why this matters. Phoenix right now in Lightweight is the strongest monster. Heat Beam and Fire Wave are the plays. 50, okay. Force, attack, 50. Attacker's exact value, 500. Attacker's current stats, 50. Attacker's exact value. I'm not gonna have any intelligence. Defender's exact defense value, say 350. 100 form. How much does this do? 291. So this does half of my health in one hit. That's pretty hard to deal with. On the other side, oh no, I could give myself 500 intelligence though. All of a sudden that's 220. Bam. Okay, so I gotta raise my guys. If I want to do defense, I gotta raise my attack to 500. Allows me to take 2 whole fire waves, and still have life left over. Obviously, a 35% chance to crit is kind of spooky, but either way, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make a tank. We're gonna give him 450 life, 500 power, 350 defense, 200 skill. Well, it won't be 450 life exactly. It'll be like 440 something. Because intelligence, or because skill and speed, because speed will be 1, it'll be 448. Or 449. Something like that. Intelligence will raise up to 500 just so we can actually tank intelligence attacks. We are not going to have any intelligence attacks. What are we going to have for his moveset? We're going to have these two and rolling chop, and that's it. We're just doing basics, baby. Cheap loadout. Okay. Once you learn and beat the Major 4, it feels way cool the first time since there's no hand-holding. Yeah, it feels like you really accomplished something. This guy doesn't like tablets. No tablets for my boy Bill Murphy. Okay, so I'm gonna feed him Troron to begin with. Just to get out of baby stages. He's late bloom, which means he spends a long time in his early ages. It takes him a long time to get to adulthood, and so he gets really shitty stat gains for a really long time. Maybe I just go speed. Yeah, I'll just do that. Fuck it, I don't care. Tanks are fun, but I think this guy will be pretty fun as well. See, this game is very much, when I play it at least, there's a sense of like, okay, whatever. You know, I'm not perfectionist when I play this game. I know a lot of people who are. Do I have... Yeah, I know a lot of people who are, but for me, like, I wanted to raise a tank, and then I took a look at his stats, and like, you know what, it's gonna take a lot to get my speed down. Guess we're not doing a tank. That's all it took. It took me taking one look to be like, okay, I'm gonna change my entire mind. Change my entire build. And that's okay. That's totally cool. Damn, he's still stressed out by quite a bit. Oh, this is gonna be weird, because I don't want to, maybe I just tank his lifespan on purpose. Maybe that's the play. Maybe I stress him out, get him out of baby stage quickly. Okay, so we're being big jerk to our monster to kind of cut his lifespan on purpose. And this is gonna make it especially bad. You know what? I should probably send him here. Are they gonna be bringing back 3 and 4 like 1 and 2? I don't know. It's hard to say. 1 and 2 is where they made all their money. Troron ruined my life. I'm 1 year old. A lightweight monster named Hans Moleman would be pretty good for that. So right now my fatigue is 100. My stress is 52. I just lost an additional 4 weeks of lifespan just for existing there. Still baby stage. This is gonna stress him out. He doesn't like potatoes. It's fine. Okay, I've killed 50 weeks of lifespan. I am going to reel it back in now. Still baby stage. It's not good. But we will get to our better stat gains soon. And because it's so easy to hit the caps, I'm not too worried at all. I'm gonna work on getting power up as much as possible while we still can. Because we're gonna need to use his prime to do nothing but intelligence drills. And so my goal right now is to try and get power as close to 500 as possible, as quickly as possible, and then move on to something else. We need to worry about going over on skill. That's one of the things I'm worried about. Because I only want skill to max at 200, and if I'm doing 1,000,000 intelligence meditate drills, that raises my skill as well. Maybe one more Troron, that'll give me, what, another 20 skill? I can get by with that. So when you're raising a monster, usually in babyhood and childhood, you raise whatever stats you want to raise that your monster has the best affinity for. And then once you are in prime, you raise whatever stats your monster is worst at. So this guy's got really shitty intelligence and skill gains. We'll be raising those once he's in prime. And that's because the ratio of stats gained per week is better. Like, say I'm getting 5s in my power every week or whatever. And then once I get to prime, I'll be getting 15s. That's a gain of 3 times. But intelligence, say I'm getting 1 every week, but in prime I'm getting 5. That's a gain of 5 times. And even though the plus 10 looks bigger than the plus 5, per week it actually makes a pretty big difference for those lower stats. What makes Monster Rancher 3 so much harder to emulate than 1 and 2 is a cel-shaded game with extremely complicated graphics to process. You need very specific settings. But I've got all those settings listed in my Discord. So it's a thing that you can easily work around, and there's definitely things out there. But for a long time, people just didn't emulate it because they're like, yeah, this game looks like absolute shit when I try to emulate it. So I spent a couple of hours figuring it out one day. And now everyone's got very similar settings. But yeah, a lightweight is actually not too difficult to raise a monster for. It's not super easy. But it's not like 2997 with the 100s dropped. It's definitely more complicated than that. But also it's not 3500, like you don't have to worry about your monster dying before you're done raising it. And it is a mixed attacker format, so I like that. Lightweight can be anywhere from easy to brutal depending on how fancy you're trying to get. Yeah, and because this is an incredibly simple, straightforward build, I think this is going to end up being very easy to put together. Trying to keep your lightweight Hare at only 200 skill is pretty ugly. So, yeah, my guy's only going to have 200 skill as well. Okay, power's up to 300. Oh, he's going to cheat here. Normally, I would scold him to get his nature up, but he's very close to losing life on the life index there, so I just said whatever. Let him deal with it. We can always raise his nature with jellies later. It's like being a coach for a prize fighter. It really is. That's kind of how this game is. And that's how it works in competitive, because it is AI versus AI. So you've done all your training, you've done all you can do, and then your monster's out in the world, and you hope the AI makes smart decisions. And it probably won't, because AI in this game is fucking atrocious. But that's part of why it's fun. Still only child. This is like the second worst possible stat gains he could be getting. He's doing good. Okay, so we've been raising this guy for a year, right? Yeah, it's his birthday next week. I apologize if you guys can hear background noise. Right before I started streaming, we had just like a cacophony of random bullshit. On this side, this apartment, they're having a party or something. I don't know what it is with the people who live next door, but they just don't understand speaking at like a normal volume. I'll hear their conversations all the time, and it doesn't require or call for whatever level of excitement they're talking with, but they are just fucking screaming. They'll be like, "Did you take out the garbage today? I did earlier, and I saw this thing in the garbage. It was kind of interesting." And like, it's like, why are you yelling, bro? Like, fucking relax. And then on this side, closer, there was a baby screaming at the same time, and then outdoors there was somebody revving his engine. So there's just a bunch of shit going on at the same time. And now it's just the people back there talking very loudly about stuff. They don't have indoor voices. Yeah, so my power's almost 400. My speed's only gone down like 30 points. Okay, almost 500 power. I have to start getting... I have to start being careful, making sure I don't go over. But are we gonna have 500 power before we're out of child form? Probably not, but it'll be close. I'm trying to grind through this as quickly as possible so we can get some viewer battles in at the end of the night. Because we got all his techs. We'll have to give him some prunes to get his fame up. We'll get his nature up as well. His form is max, almost max skinny. We won't have to worry too much about that. We'll give him power, because I think power with this build is going to be very spooky. Especially against tanks. But he doesn't use his legs to run. You are asking very good questions that I don't have answers to. Why wouldn't he do that? What do we need? Pull? There we go. Puts us at 450. Gaboo! He's flexing on you. What am I doing? I lost track of what I was doing. More life drills. Soul Calibur 2 is one of my favorite competitive games of all time. I played a lot of Soul Calibur 6 at the beginning of pandemic. Like, I was entering tournaments and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It made like a concerted effort to get better. And then I kind of just stopped one day, and I haven't played it in like almost a year now. The thing is, the online for that game is fucking atrocious. So it's very easy to just be like, you know what? I'm not playing this shit anymore. I'm done with this. Oh my god. We went over. What do I have for power? I'm worried about not being able to hit. I need exactly 17 power. Pull, I can get 12 to 15. Okay, so I can't do heavy drills anymore. I can get a 7 and a 10, or an 8 and a 9 in my light drills. That's what we'll do. But we're moving on to meditate. We're gonna start meditating, get the defense down to 1. So we're gonna max out power, we're gonna max out life, and then we're gonna do nothing but intelligence and meditate drills for the rest of his life. Okay, so that's a 10. You can see I've got the advanced viewer open, so I can see all my numbers and stuff. And now, on the 4th week, I'm gonna have to roll for exactly a 7. So we'll have to re-roll a couple of times. Not the end of the world. Okay, I need exactly a 7 here. We got a 9. There we go. Took 2 tries. Okay, so our power is done. Life, we're gonna get to 450, so that's getting pretty close. But right now, we're just building up that intelligence, because we want intelligence at 500 as well, so we can tank intelligence stacks a little bit better. It's not gonna matter as much now that we're not actually building a tank, but, you know, a little bit of damage is nice. A little bit of damage resistance is nice. There's no reason not to raise my intelligence up to 500. We gotta get our speed up as well. But speed's gonna be pretty easy to raise. So life to, what, 449 is where we're going to go to. So we're getting there. We're at 411. I should be cheating Pixie flying on a grate. But, I mean, is that not endurance building? To raise your life like that? It's still endurance building. It's not like flying is easier. You gotta lift your whole body up. That's an interesting question I remember reading years ago. It's like, if human beings had... Well, no, I think it was in response to people talking about like what superpowers they want. And someone had said something about like, everybody who says flight is a liar. Because if humans had flight, would they actually fly anywhere? Or would they just like walk because it's easier? And like complain about like, yeah, I could do that, but do I really want to? And I thought that was kind of interesting because I know I'd definitely be too lazy to fly places occasionally. Imagine having a superpower and being too lazy to use it. I might need to reroll for worse defense drops. That might be the thing. Actually, you know what? It probably won't be that bad. My skill gains are going to go up by about as much as defense goes down by. Okay, here we go. 449. No. We're rolling until we get exactly a 10. And then we'll be done our second stat. Keep getting 11s. 448 gives me room, but, you know, I'm in a position to just max out. I might as well max out. There we go. I waited one more time. It all works out. So, life is where I want it. Power is where I want it. Start working on speed now. I think I'm just going to go 200 speed to give myself a little bit of room on skill. Wiggle room on skill in case I can't lower my defense quick enough. And then I'll raise speed again once I know skill's in a good spot. More meditates. We're getting there. It's taking a billion years, but we're getting there. Intelligence is going to be really hard to raise. It's going to take forever, but everything else is looking good. Okay, we're getting there. Speed's at 159. Not bad. We got minus 100 skinny. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to viewer battles tonight. We're getting really close. I was going to do 250 speed and 200 skill. I think that was the goal. Okay, now we're really only focusing on intelligence. It's going to take a lot of weeks. He's got minimum intelligence gains. So we're actually going to hit defense going down to 1 before our skill even hits 150. So I have an actual decision to make whether or not I want to go 150 skill or 200 skill. I go 200, that's what, 500, 700, 1150, 1350. Yeah, so I can go 250 speed, 200 skill. I think that's what I'll do. Not a lot of survivability, but, you know, it's a lot of life. And I'm definitely not missing that skill on other tanks. Might have trouble versus speedy monsters, but with such a big life pool, I might only have to land 1 or 2 attacks, and that's kind of the goal. We don't have... Our most expensive tech is 19. Our basics cost 11 and 10, and then rolling chop costs 19, which is kind of the closest thing to a tank killer I got. But my entire goal with this guy was to have many options to swing, like many chances to swing, and lots of opportunities to build up guts. God, this is such a grind to get this intelligence up. His intelligence gains are so bad. We're not even in prime yet. We're just making a lightweight friend. And then we're going to be doing some viewer battles after this. So if anybody's got lightweights they want to fight off against Bill Murphy, you know where to find me. Yeah, so power's good, life is good, intelligence up to 500, speed up to 250, skill up to 200. That's basically what we're aiming for right now. Is 0 defense here as bad as it is in 1? No. 0 defense in 1 is atrocious. In this, it's just normal. People normally don't build defense. 400 intelligence, look at that. In pure intelligence Gaboo, or is this mix? It's just lightweight. I'm not doing any intelligence attacks, but it'll just help him tank intelligence attacks a little bit better. Big difference between having 500 and 0. It's like, against a lot of attacks, I guess against all attacks, it's about a 10% difference. And how much? When are they starting back up? I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to start doing tournaments again. Okay, 412, we're getting there. Intelligence is almost at 200. And then at that point I can't raise... Or skill's almost at 200, and then I'm done raising skill at that point. We haven't even made it to prime yet. That's the crazy thing about this. Build's almost done. We're not even in prime. Now the lower status be over some value? No. So, you'll see in a second. I'm almost done. I'm going to have 1400 total, plus 500 intelligence, so I'll have 1900 total. Yeah, Ponji, that would be okay. It would be okay to have 200 power and 200 intelligence. If you had the same for both, it's okay. Okay, almost there. Got 70 more points to put into it. Only got 13 more points to put into skill though, so we're gonna run out of being able to do meditates soon. Okay, so I'm going to roll for the speed gains I need. 9, that's okay. If I can get an 11, we're fine. 25% chance. You gotta do 2 times in a row. There we go. There's 1 11. We don't need 3 11s, we only need 2 11s. Oh, perfect. First try. First try. Oh, this is interesting though, because it puts my speed at 312. I might just go until I have speed at 300 with 100 skinny. Because 312 is not a breakpoint. 313 is a breakpoint. So I basically spent a bunch of points in speed, and it's wasted. There's a lot of gained life. Training check. Make sure, that might even be too high. 5 to 8. So I can get 2 5s. Okay, so I can actually do this. What makes Gaboo a good choice for lightweight? I don't know if it's a good choice for lightweight. I just think it'd be a funny build. Oh shit, really? Defense up to 15? Plus 11. Do I keep it? I think I save in another slot, maybe. So I gotta lower that defense now. Oh, you want 5 drills? Yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to... yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing heavy drill rest, heavy drill rest. So my skills gotta go up by less than my defense goes down by. Defeated Silver Peach, we'll let her rest. And that's starting to cut it close. I have 3 and 2, sorry. Yeah, I need like 3 and 3. Is that another 3 and 2? Or is that a 3 and 4? Okay, 3 and 2. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Really cutting it close. I guess I could be doing intelligence drills right now. Now, as long as they're even from this point on, we're good. Because my skill needs to raise by 4, my defense needs to lower by 4. So 2 more drills, and then just intelligence, and we're done. Also gotta feed it some, what do you call it? I gotta feed it some star prunes, because I have 0 fame right now. The nice thing about raising a skinny monster is you really don't have to worry too much about form, because you can always just feed it powders at end of life. Powders lower your form by 20, which is insane. Or is it 25? Either way, it's a lot. Star prunes increase your fame by 20 each. Fame maxes out at 100. That boosts your critical hit rate, so we want it at 100. Okay, there we go. Intelligence needs to go up by 14. Skill is exactly where it needs to be. Defense is exactly where it needs to be. Life and power are exactly where they need to be. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to rest. There we go. It's all coming together. Oh, yeah. Need 14 intelligence. That's it. 14 intelligence and then the other stuff. I need my nature and I need my fame to go up. 3 more star prunes and a billion more jellies and we're done. Resting here is normally not what you would do because it's really messing up my form, but I'm not too worried about that because like I said, I'll just feed a powder at end of life. A couple in a row should do it, especially if I still have stats to raise. So that's an important thing. If you have the lifespan to kill, don't get all your stats done like in a row. Make sure you have some stuff, like some training to do at the very end of your monster's life. Make sure your monster has some stats left for you to raise, so you can get all of this kind of shit out of the way first, and then do your training at the end, without messing up your nature or your fame or anything. Tablets +3, yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if it was +3 or -3, but cup jelly's the -3 one. Okay, powders, I'm gonna grab 4 powders. Powders increase your fatigue a little bit, so it's just something you gotta keep in mind. For me, it doesn't matter at all, but, you know. I love how my intelligence is still only going up by 2. Okay, a 3. Now we gotta roll for a 2 for our last one. And if you can, try and end your monster's life like before you're about to send it on not Aaron Tree, before you're about to make it ready for competitive play. If it's a good-natured monster, at least on the 4th of a week, because when it rolls over, 4th of a month I should say, because when it rolls over, you're guaranteed to have 100 loyalty if you've been raising your monster properly. This will fluctuate between 199 and like 98 throughout the month. But then on the 1st, it'll always go back to 100. Now, can I hit 500 intelligence? 2 is my minimum roll. This part really doesn't matter that much. I could even just stop it at 498, because like I said, I'm not going to be using it for attacking. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the rolls I could be getting. I keep getting 5s. Now he wants to do his best, you know? Okay, so all of our stats are lined up now. And... powder. Puts me at 96, 1 rest. Do 1 more rest, and then we'll do a powder. And so what this does is this brings us to the beginning of next month. It pushes our fear up to 100, so we're going to have 100 loyalty, or 99 loyalty even. If I feed it tablets here, that should push my loyalty up to 100. Push my spear and my spoil down though. Why did my loyalty go up by so little? That sounds weird. That's weird. Not really sure why that happened. Either way. 99 loyalty, 100 loyalty, doesn't really matter. Okay, we're good. You got it. 99 loyalty is effectively 90 loyalty, so it's kind of a waste, but either way, we're done. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I'm not gonna re-roll for that. That is a 1400 monster with 500 additional intelligence. Okay, 5 seconds left. We got 80% on the other guy. Ooh, big betters. Big betters against Bill Murphy. Here we go. Did I pick AI versus AI? We'll find out if I did. I did. Okay. Slap. Damn, basic tech's doing big damage. Okay, I did a lot less. Did a lot less the second time. Two. Napalm. Good damage here. Ooh. Wurmskin still in it. Gets the KO with straight. Bill Murphy doing a lot of damage with just slaps. You know? That was a lot of slapping. Game 2. The 75% giant blow miss definitely hurt Wurmskin there. Chop miss at 62. Heavy blow at 78. Good damage there. A little bit of withering. Rolling chop at 65. Ooh, that's going to land 131. 134. Minus 13 guts. Another rolling chop. Another 13 guts down. Wurmskin down to half health. Another heavy blow in retaliation. Ooh, good crit on that. Well, Wurmskin wins that one. Is it just basics and rolling chop? Yeah, it is. Has he got intelligence? To block damage from intelligence attacks. Purple Rain's gonna have a really good chance to hit. He's a very accurate boy. Hits the giant blow. Big crit on that. Doesn't proc power. The only thing Bill Murphy can survive at this point is a straight or a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would actually have a good chance to proc power for him. Chop at 66. That hits. 205 on the crit. Second chop. Another crit, 170. Uh-oh. Heavy blow at 74. That's going to do it, though. Purple Rain's like, I'm not getting hit by a third chop. It's not happening. Giant blow hits. No crit this time. Good damage regardless, though. He really doesn't like keeping rolling chop up, eh? 69%, it misses. 70%, it hits. No, no power once again. Oh my god, dude. It hits the rolling chop, a little bit of damage there. The withering's pretty good on that, especially in this matchup. Hits it again. Ooh, good damage there. A lot of withering. A third one in a row, misses that one. Yeah, heavy blow is very expensive, as is the other one. Thunderbolt, straight. No, he goes for heavy blow. He misses the heavy blow? What is happening? What is happening? Bill Murphy got lucky? Bill Murphy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I really like this build though. I think this is really fun. Just the basics on rolling chop. Maybe I need a different stat spread for it. Oh, the straight miss at 64 and at 62. It's at 60 though. Chop at 67. Very inexpensive miss on chop. Not very accurate, but only costs 11. Thunderbolt's gonna miss at 54. Bill Murphy with a huge guts lead. He's got to actually attack though. Slap at 85. Hits. Can chain a couple together for the win here. Or he can just give up immediately. Straight hits again. Chop at 69. Ooh. Purple Rain's in a little bit of trouble. He can do some big damage still, though. Chop's gonna land. Bill Murphy. I'm controlling him. If I was controlling him, I would have swung anything other than Chop. But he did it. He wins. He wins the thing. He wins through Withering in game 2, which is just nonsense. And then he wins through multiple chops.